Real Music exclusive.
I grew up like a savage.
Which one of them niggas called and said, "Why you write that about me?" Because something made it to the song. It's like, man, why you write that about me? Or you put my shit in the song?
I did used to get a little reckless with that. And if anything, they were flattered.
Yeah.
They were flattered.
Yeah.
Even the heartbreak songs, ironically, they were like juice that I even wrote about them at all.
Yeah.
But
I would be.
yeah.
I would be juice. I ain't gonna-
Like whether even if it's like you broke my heart type vibe, they were juice period. So I think, that was kind of like, my way. I just have to write about what I go through, period. So,
Out here, outside of Adrian, who are some of the dope writers like Sam?
Love Sam.
Yeah.
Love her. Every time she comes to LA, or most of the time when she come to LA, we link up. For sure.
That's dope. So coming back here in 2016, you still doing your thing. Well, no, that was kind of early. But like, when is around the time you hooked up with Grand National?
Probably around like 2020.
2020, during the pandemic.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when they was formed.
Yeah. Kind of
Yeah.
like I'll say right when it was time to go outside. In 2020, that's when I really kind of locked in.
And from that crew, like, who was you already friends with?
Monty, Kate, everybody else, DB, Mo, everybody else I kind of just seen along the way, just out and about.
Yeah.
Champ, I never was like close to him until like as of
But
recent.
you gotta see Champ.
Yeah, he was just
Not only is he a
light.
big fella, he's larger than life. Like his personality.
He's a star.
Yeah.
He's a light when
He
he
is.
walks in the room. So I didn't, I got to know him, within Grand National. Ian is somebody that I got to know within Grand National. Those are the people that I was kind of cool with already, Monty and Kate, DB, Mo. But I don't know, it just kind of expanded. And above all, Grand National really helped me with my confidence in my rap pen. I think that's what I took away mostly.
Yeah, because I be teasing them niggas like, y'all showed up in all black like y'all came to battle me, man. Like, what you niggas on, man?
In real militant form.
Yeah, and I really appreciate it, though, because I understand what the mission is as far as, like, even if it's never even talked about out loud, like, aesthetically. Like, there's always something to be done aesthetically for the culture. Like, so if you show up in unison like that and show that you can be like that, and different people who you got Champ Green with the personality, you got Kevin Allen who's really irked the jerk, and I still call him that. And then you got Brookfield Deuce. You got these different elements of people. You got Passwords, who's a battle rapper.
Shout out Pass. He's another one that I got close with while being in Grand National.
Was Grand National the only crew you ever been a part of?
Yeah, I would say.
And so coming into more recent times, it's like to me it was like a Jane Handcock explosion almost. Like, it's like a lot of people start getting up on you. Seemed like to me out of nowhere, and I'm talking about prior to Snoop, right? And but I always thought you was like all of these people in one, like probably everybody you grew up off of, right? So I always felt like you was like Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, and all these people mixed in one with Lauren. And as a rapper, if you wanted to be a rapper, you can't be pigeonholed into a category to me. You probably could write anything, you know what I'm saying? But as you started getting bigger, is it harder to maintain doing all of that work, writing for other people, being in a crew, and maintaining your own career? Because that's around the time I really start seeing you flourish as a artist.
Yeah. I I look at certain people's journeys, right? So like the artists that, and I haven't even really mentioned them, but I really, really can see a lot of my journey in the journey that they took was like Pac when, he was out here in the Bay and it was lit. It was a learning experience for him. But when he went to LA, it was, a different vibe too. And it was kind of like every sector of his life was needed. Same with like Kanye and everything like that. I feel like for me, I'm prioritizing based on what feels good. I'm prioritizing now based on business. And, it's honestly easy because I've literally trained for this. I trained back in Atlanta. So, sometimes I'm working on a Disney show right now too. And shout out Raphael Sadiq. He definitely has been putting me on in that world of, syncing and scoring and stuff. And sometimes he'll hit me and be like, I need this back by tomorrow.
Right.
And I get it at 6 p.m. tonight. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need it by 9 a.m. So, stuff like that, you just got to get it done. And I think I'm good under pressure. Even sometimes better because, I just got to get it done.
Yeah.
So when I'm laxed, I'm laxed. But I think now I'm prioritizing based on my brand and my business. And, even if you don't see me around or whatever, certain things or people anymore, it's just really me. As you elevate, you got to go in different directions. And even as you just move, you got to really go in different directions. I never, ever, as much as I love home and I'm gonna get a property here for sure.
Yeah.
But I always wanted to travel the world. I always wanted to, share my gift with the world. So as I'm doing that, I meet people along the way and, I meet angels everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's early. It's too early to tell because you never know where you're gonna go in the world.
For real.
But you say you're gonna buy a property here. Is it safe to say when it's slower in your later years, you're gonna settle back at home, or you might be in the countryside somewhere in the RV?
No, you know what's crazy? I'm a settle back for sure. Somewhere in the Bay. Like I love the Bay.
Yeah.
I come here often, even if it's just. I think now I'm finding more solitude and serenity in I'm finding more serenity in my solitude. So I don't always tell people when I'm here, but I like it that way because I get to really just enjoy my friends, my family, my loved ones. And my life. I get to do things. I feel like it's field trips happening every time I come here.
Yeah, that's dope. That's super dope. I remember it, but I don't remember it. Like, how did you hook up with Snoop? How did that happen? How did that connection happen?
Shout out Raphael Sadiq. I call him Unc. I don't even call him Raphael. I call him Ray or Unc.
Uncle Ray with the cougar.
For real. For real. He really, really, really nurtured my creativity a lot last year, heavy, to where I damn near stayed, lived at his studio for like a year. And I think with that, I was just always playing him stuff. I was just used to be out in a different environment, to be honest with you.
This is in LA. Okay.
And it was just different. I was happy to just be on some other stuff. Even in the midst of him doing what he was doing, I was out of nowhere. It was definitely like labels. I met with everybody, so that was fun too, just to really kind of talk to everybody. And I'm still very cool with a lot of the people that I talk to. A lot of the label people. So that's really dope. And him and Snoop are close. They got a different type of relationship. Like I think we see the Mount Westmore, and that's dope. But Ray and Snoop got a different type of like vibe to where Ray be over there and they just be two OGs
Yeah, I
smoking,
can see
chopping it
that.
up,
Yeah.
listening to hella old school music. And at the time, Snoop was working on the algorithm already, and Ray had played him "I Like My Weed," and the rest was like all she wrote. Shout out soundtrack.
Yeah. Man, I like my weed is like, I was like, did I send her this? Cause it's like my theme song. Like I like my weed. Like it's like you couldn't have said it no better. And then just how you opened it up. The world is getting crazy. Everything you said, I wanted to light another one. Like let's just keep getting higher and playing this song. You know what I'm saying? So I love, and I could see why Snoop, of course, would like it. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, nah, he was on it.
Yeah.
And then he started sending me stuff, and Snoop is a different type. That's another whole different type of boot camp.
yeah,
It's a whole different type of discipline you got to have to even work with Snoop, because when he wants something, he want it right away.
right away. Yeah.
And
I
for
just heard his son say that.
for real, he is no joke. But I love that because it challenges me. For one, when you being loved on and appreciated, you don't mind moving and getting things done
Right.
for real. So he really just nurtures me as a woman before anything, and he cares about me if I don't sing a note.
Yeah.
And that's what make me want to go harder and harder and harder, especially being with Death Row. Just being, that to me is just historical.
Very.
I want to carry it with a real badge of honor, and I have to turn up.
Definitely.
I have to turn up.
Definitely.
So.
Definitely. That is a awesome opportunity, and being from the West Coast, being the first lady of the new row. And I mean, you had the likes of Jewel and Miss Chalet and these people that was, come from that lineage, to know the type of history that they made and what type of history y'all gonna create, you know what I'm saying, going forward is just a great thing. You got an opportunity to also work on the tribute song for his mom, Till We Meet. And to me, that was the ultimate ode to how he feels about you. This is his mother, and this is Snoop. He has access to all the singers in the world. This is the most famous rapper in the world. He wants Jane, on this song about his mom. How did you feel about that? Like, how did you receive that? And what did you tap into to even go there on that song?
Man, that was an honor. He actually played it at his mother's service, and that was crazy to me. Honestly, when I found the news out about his mother, God rest her soul, I knew it hurt him. But Snoop is somebody who I could kind of relate to, because he just always like, we just gonna keep it rolling, we gonna keep smiling, we gonna keep going. But I know what that hurt feels like, losing somebody that raised you, So honestly, I hit him that same day I found out. He hit me right back, which I was like, damn, like crazy. And then I didn't really know what to do. I didn't know how it was gonna go, where he was at.
Yeah.
I lost my grandmother maybe almost 3 years ago.
Okay.
And that it broke my heart, but it turned me up, and it turned my life up. My life just started going up. Unfortunately, after she passed, and I don't know if it's something that I'll ever really get over for real, but I really wrote about her. And last year, as much as I was like doing well, all I could think about a lot of times was like, damn, Granny not here to see this. So I really wrote it like that. And then after I wrote it, I was feeling it. And I'm like, I'm finna just send it to Snoop. Hopefully he could be, just comforted by this. So I told him, I said, I ain't got no money. At the time I didn't. I was like, I don't have nothing to really give you, but I just wanted to give you a song. And I didn't care what he did with it, to be honest. He could have never put it out.
Right.
I just wanted to give him something in song.
That was so dope.
Yeah.
That was super dope, and I know he appreciated it. And of course, he played it at his mother's service. And what better than something like that was super genuine. You know what I'm saying? And heartfelt. And his daughter is making music too. Is it Corey?
Shout out Chad.
Yes,
Yeah.
She. What is it like working with her? I heard a song with you and her, right?
Yeah, we got another one. Literally, it's another one I just pinned for us, so that's gonna be dope. Low key, we gonna probably do it. I mean, I ain't gonna say that, but how we be moving, we might do a project, a little
project,
EP or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Just because we work so well together, and she's so cool, and we're similar in so many ways. Of course, I'm a little older, so you know we could just kind of talk, but she's very aware. She's more aware than I was at that age.
Okay.
So it's just good to kind of like relate to her and get her perspective on things and vice versa. So her and I, she is somebody that I really, really hold dear to me, especially down in LA for sure.
That's dope. Something I wanted to say too, Jane. I've been to a lot of Jane performances and, you know, stood in the back quietly. Some I posted and recorded, some I didn't because I was enjoying myself, right? and until today, I heard you talk about it before and when you mentioned the alopecia, but your hair always whipped. Like,
Yeah.
like you got all the shit from the 90s mom. You got the nails, you got the hair, like you got all the shit. You know, I was very shocked. I'm such a rap nerd and hip hop. I was in denial that Kamaya created her first project, right?
Wow.
Because I was like, it's no fucking way she made this with these dookie braids and this hyphy hoochies, the whole aesthetic, like
It was a vibe.
I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
this is amazing. Like,
Crazy.
And when they always do these lists, I still put that album up there.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But you got the same shit. Like, it's like your whole vibe, your whole shit is like, you are uniquely you. Like, it's no, I don't think you could be duplicated. Like, and I love that about artists. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we real cookie cutter right now. Everybody trying to be something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, everybody got to be something else, and you are unique. Your music is unique. You know what I mean? And I really appreciate you. I really do. I really, as a person that's like a fan of music and love real music, I really, really, really appreciate your musicianship.
Thank you.
And before we get out of here, I want to talk about this. Not only do you write, not only do you perform, but you engineer. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I think we need to highlight more of the women on that side of the game.
For
You know what I'm
sure,
saying?
for
Like,
sure.
engineering and shit. Because, you know, when you automatically think studio, you think niggas in there smoking, doing push-ups, pulling guns out, being overly aggressive for no reason.
I done been in that setting too. Yeah.
You automatically think of that when you think of the studio, and then when people talk about women's sessions, they be like, yeah, I went in there, she had the candles going, and it was smelling hella good, and it was quiet, and the heater was on, and you know what I'm saying? Like, so, but being that you engineer too, like, what is that like? And of course you said your uncle taught you, but like actually going from to like, I sing to like tracking out a fucking beat or mixing something down, because like you mix and master.
Well, I do like a rough master. I ain't gonna
You don't
play
want
with
you don't
myself
want that
like that.
responsibility.
No, and you know what? Honestly, the more music I make, that's something that I have to start giving over to other people too. So definitely shout out SK from Slapwagon. He's somebody that I work very close with. Shout out Superfly from Dog Pound. Shout out Sean from LA, Frankie. Those are people that I work with in LA that really, really help me with the engineering piece, because I just don't have enough time no more. Engineering for me is like playing PlayStation for the guys.
Yeah.
So I could be on there all day and be on one
Tweaking something.
like one loop one loop of a word. Be like, okay, what are you doing? But that's like my therapy, and my guys like to play their little video games. That's like my little video game.
Yeah. That's super dope. Well, Jane, I mean, this been a great interview. I mean, I got something off my bucket list. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
I
you
got
so much.
something
Likewise.
that I needed. I needed this interview. The people needed this interview. The community, but most importantly, the young girls. You know, the young girls that could have been going through whatever you went through, and hearing this and like, damn. You know, if she could do it, I could do it. You know, she where I'm from. You know, she got out there, she met people, and she worked her ass off. You know what I'm saying? And through, you know, whatever issues you had with yourself going on, and your self-esteem, to health. You know what I'm saying? To like, people give up every day.
For real, it's easy. It's easier to do that, and I just never liked easy. So you know, I know that I'm just big on where I see myself. So I'm not gonna stop. This shit is hard. I tell people all the time. I don't know if you heard of her name is DeBarbie from Richmond, and she's somebody that I like to just tap in with. She tap in with me, you know, periodically. People like that, those are the people that I love and I want to see flourish and make it, because those are the stories that we need to hear.
For sure.
Those are the people that need to be heard, because they're the ones really saying something. And I'm just not in the fashion right now of listening or entertaining things that are of self-gain, and, you know, just self.
Yeah.
You know, I want to be able to heal with my music. And that's, you know, the plan.
Yeah. Man, well, just speaking on behalf of everybody, we appreciate you, you know, already so young and early in your career, but a young legend, just done so much impactful shit already, you know. And like I said, through all your trials and tribulations, you know, kept 10 toes down and kept going. So, and thank you for that. And I appreciate having you today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Can you give us your social medias on here before we get off?
Yeah, it's Miss Jane Handcock, MSJaneHandCock. That's on really everywhere: Twitter, Instagram, Jane Handcock. If you want to just Google it or look it up on any digital outlet.
Mariah Summers.
Mariah Summers, if you want to see my embarrassments. Yes.
For the what's the professional page? Everybody got the LinkedIn.
Yes,
Well,
Mariah
you
Summers.
look up Mariah Summers for Securitas. Hey,
Expired, exterminated, terminated. That's the word.
And let me ask you this: did you have one of those big ass black jackets they make everybody?
Yeah, and I had the big gray one, so they definitely decked us out, because they used to make me like work in the garage.
Okay.
And then I used to be like, no music. I used to play music. I'm not about to sit there for 8 hours. And it's crazy. I remember when Oscar Grant passed. Rest in peace to him.
Rest in peace.
We had to, that's when I was working there. We was on lockdown. So sometimes we would have to work 12 to 16 hours. It was crazy. It was a crazy time. But, you know, I had the little flashlight and the little walkie-talkies. They fired me because I was finding little sleep spots. So I would go to like the pediatric department and the optometry department. And where else did I go? I could say it now.
Yeah.
I used to just be catting off.
Somebody that worked there right now, like, hold on, Jane, that's still the cut.
For real. Like,
did you used to get high at work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did edibles.
Oh, because if you're from the Bay Area, you got to get high at work.
Yeah, I started smoking. I really started smoking in Atlanta.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then I quit. I haven't smoked in like a year.
Okay.
Maybe a year and a half, but I just do edibles.
Okay. I'm going to edit that part out because I like my weed. It's going crazy.
Look, I still have it in the morning, noon, and night now. It just ain't smoking it.
Just ain't smoking. It's just edibles. Yeah. Well, again, Jane, thank you, and I appreciate it. We are No Vultures on everything. I'm Lord Rab on everything, and again, this has been another great interview, y'all. We gone.
Stay all blue.
They all blue.
I'm just trying to stay racked up like you.
Put an 8 in a 1 and do magic. Tryna stretch hair on like elastic. Eco-friendly drug dealer, I don't waste no plastic. Use all 4 corners of that baggie. All I ever wanted was a bankroll. So I pull up on Champ before the bank close. Say no to stank hoes and stank clothes. No paramedic pimpin', nigga, we don't save